Well, and speaking of that, the Westboro Baptist Church they have a whole PR department now. They sent me this press release, and I'll hold it up for the camera. All very nicely put together with huge words. Haiti is doomed. God hates Haiti, and leaning on doomed American friends is destructive vanity. So the argument we heard from Pat Robertson last week, or was it the week before?
A couple weeks ago.
That the Haitian earthquake is a result of Haiti signing a pact with the devil to free them from the control of France. Very specific accusation. Mm-hmm. Very well backed up, I'm sure. So now I get a press release. I'm on their list because we've had Shirley on the show. The Westboro Baptist Church is announcing that God hates Haiti and leaning on doomed American friends is destructive vanity. Many Haitians practice a hellish mix of Catholic priests rape boys, paganism, and Haitian voodoo misspelled. God, whose name is jealous, hates your idols. In just recompense for your love and acceptance of filthy sodomites, God has given Haiti one of the highest per capita AIDS populations in the world. And then on January 12th of 2010, God sent you great destruction in the form of an earthquake. Very logical. This is, standard PR for the Westboro Baptist Church. It also goes on and says, Westboro Baptist Church prays for more of the promised curses from God. America will get its own earthquake soon. And, many seismologists believe the same thing. So Shirley, I know, is experienced in that. So she seems to agree with the seismologists that say California there could be an earthquake there soon.
Right. I love how these people declared themselves the spokespeople of God.
Well,
Of course, countless people do. But.
They are. Pat Robertson also speaks to God regularly, and sometimes he hides the things God tells him. For example, God told Pat Robertson about Katrina. Pat Robertson just never had the common decency to tell anybody else until after the fact.
Our last president, I believe, also had, discussions with God.
That's right. God told George W. Bush to go into Iraq and that it was the right thing to do, but also told Pat Robertson that Iraq would be troublesome. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it was the same God or not, or maybe if it was just at a different day and the opinions change. I don't know. But a lot of people coming out and saying what God is telling them, and very large, bold print at the bottom of the Westboro press release saying Haiti is doomed, or as Jim Nantz calls it on CBS, Haiti, the Haitian earthquake. Yes. Okay, we'll move on. One more thing on the Westboro Baptist Church. They have a new song. They do song parodies now. They have one that sounds very much like Michael Jackson's song "Bad," but it's "God is Mad." I'll play a quick clip for you of this. High production value.
God is mad. Gonna tell you right. Yeah, show your filth in broad daylight. We're telling you about how God feels. You won't obey. You're so self-willed. Come on. Listen to us.
Okay.
Modern day Manson family.
Yeah, it's incredible. And what's amazing is every year one of the daughters looks more and more like Shirley, which is shocking, of course, to imagine that there's going to be a mini Shirley Phelps Roper roaming around.
There's going to be lots of them. There's a whole lot of grandchildren.
There's a lot. Absolutely. All of this, I'm telling you, it reminds me of the anti-gay preacher saying the reason his kid couldn't get a date is because all the girls are lesbians. Remember that guy?
Oh, yeah.
Lesbianism about to take over our community. I'm talking about young girls. My son in high school last year trying to go to the prom. He said, Dad, I ain't got nobody to take to the prom because all the girls in my class are gay. And but two of them straight and both of them ugly. Strapping yourself up with something, it ain't real. It's destroying us. Connection with a screw and another screw. Bible says God made them male and female. Mm-hmm. The Hebrew word neged, which means complementary nature. There is something unique to man and unique to woman, and it takes those two things to complement each other. You can't make a connection with two screws. It takes a screw and a nut.
Okay. That is basically in the range of Pastor Stephen Anderson, Westboro Baptist Church, so on and so forth, is it not?
Yes.